Welcome back to Crazy Cool Crochet, and in this episode of Crochet for Beginners we are going to create your first real project, and that's going to be a scarf with fringe. It's going to be super textury, really soft, using this particular yarn, which is the Hometown USA by Lion brand, and it is a super bulky number 6. We're going to use an end hook, which is this right here, and it's also called a 9mm. Now this particular yarn happens to be super soft. I love this. It's perfect for a scarf because if it's going up against your skin, up against your face and your neck, you want a yarn that's nice and soft. So this is perfect. And because it's super bulky, it's going to work up super fast. Okay, so you are ready for your first project in parts 1, 2, and 3 of Crochet for Beginner. You learned how to do the chain stitch and the half double crochet, which is what we're going to use here. Now we're going to start with the slip knot. So cross over, pull the front yarn through the loop, pull on the strands, put your hook in. Okay, now we're going to do 25 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Now we're going to do this all in half double crochets. Really easy, really fast. So we're going to enter the first half double crochet into the second chain from the hook. 1, 2. We yarned over as we learned in part 3. Insert it through the chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull the yarn through all 3 loops. And that's it, half double crochet. Yarn over, insert the hook in the chain, yarn over, grab the yarn, pull it through the chain, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Okay. And you are going to do this all the way across the row of chains. And you will end up with, now when this happens, if you happen to stab it and it breaks up the yarn, start that chain over, because you don't want it to be all ugly looking. It'll look really messy. Okay, so just keep going. When you get to the end, you will have made 23 half double crochets. Okay, so I'm going to stop here, finish the row, and then we'll come back at the end of the row. Okay, we're at the end of that first row of chains. We are going to enter the last half double crochet in the last chain. And then we chain 2. We turn. And now the way we're going to add the texture and the ridges to this scarf is we're going to be working only in the back strand of the top chain. See, as you were working those half doubles, it's creating a top chain there. So we are going to yarn over for a half double. We're going to work in the very first chain there, but go in through the center. So you're working with that back loop. Yarn over, pull the yarn through that single back loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 chains. We'll do that again. So on the next chain at the top there, you're going to insert it in between the V. Yarn over, pull the yarn through that one strand, yarn over and pull through. Okay, insert the hook in the center of the V, yarn over, pull through all 3, and you will do that all the way across. Okay, we're at the end of that second row, and there's the last chain you will be working. Now the way you know that's the last one and not this one down here, because you are counting the chains at the top, and we're working with 23 half double crochets. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So that will be your last half double, 23. Chain 2 and repeat. Okay, so just keep counting. Keep count of the chains at the top or each individual half double crochet, which should be 23. Okay, so just keep going. And then I'm going to come back and show you what this will look like after several rows. Okay, I wanted to show you what your scarf is looking like so far. And this is 15 inches, or 15 rows, I should say, of half double crochets. And as you can see, it's looking crazy cool. It's got all these nice ridges. It's super textury and really, really soft. So you can make this as long as you want. I'm not going to complete this because I wanted to show you how to finish this off and how to add the fringe. Okay, so when you get to your last row, again, however long you want to make it, then you will do a little chain at the end, pull up the loop, and you're going to cut the strand and bring it through the loop to tie it. Tighten it up. Now I like to weave in the end with a smaller hook and then bring it through the chain stitches at the top here. Just pull it through one strand, that's fine. And these will all be hidden once you start adding the fringe, which I'm about to show you how to do that. Okay, so you'll weave in as long as you want. And I usually tie it just to secure it. So again, just like you did before, and then tighten it. And then you can cut that off, cut it close to the tie there. Or if you want, you could just weave it in a little bit more and then cut it off. But we'll just go ahead and cut it here for now. Now I'm going to show you how to do the fringe, just super easy. Okay, so you're going to take your yarn, take any object that will give you the length of the fringe that you want. So I'm going to go for about a 6-7 inch long strand here of the fringe. So I happen to find this little paperback book that I have, and this is what I'm going to use. You can use whatever object you want. If you want this fringe shorter, pick a shorter object. If you want it longer, and then just wind it around several times. Okay, and then we're going to cut it at the bottom. Just cut it off. Okay, the book out of the way. So now you have several strands. So I like to use 2 at a time. Okay, I'm going to turn this around. Now we're going to insert the hook in a space. You've got your 2 strands that you're holding in half. You fold it in half. Take the hook, hook the 2 strands, bring it through that opening, pull it up so it's nice and wide, because you're going to need to pull all the strands through that loop. So grab it, all 4 strands, through the loop. Now you're going to pull gently to tighten it up. And as you can see, it leaves a nice little finished knot at the top. Okay, so let's do that one more time. And then you can space this however you prefer. If you want it to be really thick fringe, then do it into the very next space. Try to get these even at the bottom. Pull through, pull up the big loop, grab all the strands, pull them through the loop, tighten it gently. There you go. See how cool that's looking? It's going to be awesome. Okay, so just keep going across, however many you want. And that's it. You would have created a cool little scarf here for your first real project. Well, maybe it's not the first, but it's one of your beginner projects. Don't forget to weave in the beginning tail. You can cut this off so it's not so long when you're weaving it in, and then do the fringe on the other side, and you're done. I hope you like that.